Hey everybody, this is Blue. Welcome to my new channel, Bad Media. Now this channel is going to focus on all the different forms of media out there that use, abuse, and treat their users bad. We are talking about websites, movies, video games, and all that basically are shooting their self in the foot because they are not treating their customer base very well. And so this is going to be fun, and I believe that we're both going to learn something from this. So if we're talking bad media, we of course have got to start with the most easiest one there is, YouTube itself. YouTube used to be a pretty good thing. I thought it was pretty cool because it allowed anybody and everybody to get a webcam and they can make videos about anything. They could talk about anything, and we were able to form communities with people who thought just like us. And it was awesome. It was a great way to bridge the world, really. But things changed. Rules were implemented. This became very business oriented. They were so concerned about profit and image that they started to treat their users, the people that were creating the videos, as crap. And so let's talk about it. Now, the first one is their damn algorithm. Now, the YouTube algorithm is a way that they set parameters on how videos will be treated. Which ones will be promoted, which ones will be restricted, what's trending, what's not. They use the algorithm for so many little things, and it is absolute crap. They are using the Facebook type model algorithm. We hear a lot of the bigger channels complaining about how they're being unsubscribed to. Well, they're not. Unfortunately, they're not. The thing is that you're only allowed to see 10% of your subscriptions. So if you have 1,000 subscriptions, you're going to see 100 of those at most. You don't get to choose which 100 at first. You know how they say you got to subscribe and ring the bell? Ringing that bell is how you're supposed to put that particular channel into that 10%. That's it. So I learned this the hard way because a couple months ago I was going through my subscriptions and I was noticing that there was a lot of dead channels. And so I was removing some dead channels. I went from like close to 500 subscriptions down to around 250. I cut half of them out. I was doing the perimeter of, hey, if they haven't created a video in a year, I was going to remove them. Saw a major difference in my subscription list. People that I haven't seen videos from for a long time, all of a sudden were in my subscriptions list. It is that bad. And this is shooting themselves in the foot because how are we going to see some of these smaller channels like mine and like many of yours if you have to see people to push in special status and all that? With so many big channels out there that are, being prioritized over small channels like ours, it's going to be very hard to be noticed. And I think that's wrong. Number 2 is the rules of monetization. My original channel was monetized, but I lost monetization because I didn't have over 1,000 subscribers, and I didn't have the required watch time. I just got that channel over 1,000 subscribers last month, but I still got a long ways to go before I can get monetized because I don't have as many views as I need. This is bad because there are so many smaller channels that can't get commercials, that can't get a little ad revenue, and could really use that to keep them going. And then we have these bigger channels that get multiple commercials during their videos. It's going to be stated later on here. I stream instead of watching regular TV. And on YouTube now, I'm seeing a lot of videos that have 2 commercials that you got to watch to get to the video, which is absolutely stupid. Thank you, YouTube. So, I believe that they would make more money letting some of the smaller channels have commercials, but they're so paranoid that some company is going to be offended that their video was put on an atheist channel, and oh my gosh. But atheists are normal people just like you and me. And so they buy product as well, just like you and me. And so I believe that YouTube is actually going to be losing money because they are being so anal when it comes to deciding who gets what commercial. Number 3, commercials are way too long and their content is absolutely freaking terrible. Streaming. Oh, this was about 2 months ago. I had a commercial from Prager University on. The commercial was an hour long. I had an hour-long freaking commercial for a 15-minute video. I think there should be a little rule that your commercials can never be as long as the initial video that you're watching. I mean, good God. Then the content in, not only like Prager University, the Ben Shapiro show is a commercial now. It's a freaking like half hour long, 25 minutes, half hour, whatever. But that has popped up from time to time. And I'm sorry, if it's a show, it's not really a commercial. And why in the am I having to watch that? Thank gosh for the skip button, but for something like that, it also takes like a minute or 2 before you can skip the damn thing when you're streaming at times. And so you're forced watching something you don't want to watch in any way, shape, or form. So YouTube's design of commercials is absolutely pathetic. Number 4, there seems to be so little support for our small channels, and we all know this. We can make some of the best videos out there, and we'll be lucky if 1 or 2 other people see us. They say, well, you got to be seen and all that. So put your font in yellow font, and you got to upload on a regular basis. Well, if you're just starting out, it's hard. If you don't have all the video and graphic design programs, it's hard to do all that. And so when you're starting off, it is harder than heck to get your first 3 or 4 videos viewed. I mean, you're almost forced where you have to spend money, buy views to get your first few videos seen. So hopefully when you make your 10th video, you actually are being noticed according to the YouTube algorithm. And you shouldn't have to do that. I mean, we want organic growth, but we're not getting that organic growth. And so our videos do not get put into trending. Our videos don't get put into suggestions because we're not big enough. We don't have enough push to get our videos noticed. One of the reasons why I think there are so many dead YouTube channels out there is because people give up. I mean, when you make, your 15th video and you're lucky to get 20 views per video, it's depressing. There should be more support. There should be like a tier system. Here's your big tier for all your corporate videos. I mean, great. You watched Seth Rollins or Colbert and all that on the night show. That's fine. They're good. But there should be another tier where you can go and look at smaller channels so that us smaller channels can be seen. Number 5 is inconsistent rules. YouTube, I think, is so darn hit and miss with rules. They want to tell you about their community standards, but then when you watch the videos, you see so many that do not pass community standards. I had a video on my other channel that got restricted because it was talking about bullying. I made a video talking about, acting up to stop bullying. How terrible it is, because this video talked about how 2 little kids had committed suicide because they couldn't take it anymore, and just how wrong it is. So I tried to do a positive video about ending bullying of children, and it was viewed as restricted because it had violent content, but it was trying to help out the situation. There is a channel called Call for an Uprising. This is a zealot Christian who is wanting to spew his religious views. In one video, he was talking about corralling up witches and pagans, put them in cages, and get them out of society. And he was still able to, in that video, to have like 4 or 5 commercials. So here he is actively promoting, encouraging violence against groups of people, and yet YouTube was still allowing him to have commercials on his videos. That is a catch-22. Or, I'm sorry, not catch-22, as being hypocritical. How can you say, you got to watch what you say, but hey, these guys are making us money. Who cares if they're spreading hate? So this part just irks me. Number 6 is keywords. Now this is interesting, because you have to watch what you say on YouTube videos, because the algorithm will go through and it's going to test for keywords. If you say the wrong word, your video can be demonetized, or it could be placed on restriction. So you could have the most wonderful video, you could be talking in a positive manner about a bad thing, like I did on the child bullying video, and it can be removed. But somebody who can watch what he says, phrase everything right, can actively promote bullying. They go by keywords and not content. Okay, this is about the machine, not the person going through our videos. And this is why we have such hard times. I mean, there is a nice channel, The Umbrella Guy, or That Umbrella Guy. But anyway, he has to watch what he says. He will show the text of, from an article that he's covering, and he would go, and that what they're saying here, and what you see here, this thing here, because if he was to say what was written, his video would be demonetized. And isn't that bad when you have to watch what you say in such a strict sense? Now, I could understand if YouTube was wanting to say that you can't say profanity. Okay, that's understandable. But when you can't say words like feminism, right now it's really bad on the coronavirus. Okay, I just said that, and this video will not be monetized. But because of their little word searches here, you can lose a lot of money if you're trying to be monetized. Number 7, this is an oldie, but it still bothers me, and that's the loss of doing response videos. I used to love to watch and make response videos on my other channel, because this was a great way to interact. Yes, there were a lot of response videos. You could have people making response videos off of response videos and all that, and have a chain of them. But again, this built a viewership, this built views, and this was a good way to put commercials out. This is a great way to be known, to get noticed. But YouTube won't do it. And so I doubt that YouTube personalities or people in charge will watch this, that they should bring back video responses. Number 8 is repetitive commercials. Now, like I said, I stream a lot. So I could be downstairs in my recliner just streaming videos and I can see the same damn video all the time. Especially with this being a political year, I am seeing all these commercials about Joe Biden. I don't care about Joe Biden. We get to see him about other people, and we get to see some really great, irritating commercials. There was a couple from political action committees making outlandish claims, and all I'm doing is getting more and more upset with it. And then you have to see this video 7 or 8 times during the night. It's irritating. And so it makes you not want to stream. It's making you just not want to watch videos because it's just like, oh, great. Here's Joni Ernst, representative of Iowa. Yeah. Okay. And the last one is the lack of communication. I mean, let's face it. If you do something what YouTube deems wrong and you're trying to get it fixed, it is harder than heck to get in contact with somebody. You could be going around in circles, go talk to our support channel. Okay, well, support channel sends you here, and they send you back and forth, and you don't get to talk to anybody. And all you basically get after like 20 minutes of searching is to give a statement and hope that whoever reads it, if somebody reads it, will take the time to look at your channel and to look at the problem. Because it just seems like, here is your box, put in your statement, you can use up to 500 character spaces. It's like, that's it. But if you do something wrong, man, they are on you like, it's terrible because they can take down a video in 15 minutes, but it'll take 2 weeks to review it to get it back up. And that's ludicrous. And, they want to say that they support content creators. They don't. Okay. They say that they are there to support small channels. Well, they're not. They want to say that they're this, they want to say that they're that, but they're neither. What it seems to happen is that they can support all these bigger channels, but if you're a small channel, hey, good luck to you. You're going to have to figure out a way to lie, steat, and shield to get anywhere in this YouTube channel. So those are the reasons why I think YouTube is bad media. I would love to see some of your comments down below. So please, everybody, post below. Voice your opinion. Let yourself be heard. And so take care. Be at peace.